My storage is looking good, so I don't gotta delete anything. Yeah, I haven't been streaming for a week. At first I think like Sunday or something. Actually gonna lower the filter a little bit. We're gonna do that. But yeah, I think Sunday. I don't know if I was like in the mood of it or something. Honestly, can't keep track. Sometimes I think I'm just like and then don't do it. And like yeah, that's probably my fault. I just am so okay with it because one, I've done it before, and two, like I don't have anybody watching, but I really should like get out of that. I should stop doing that. Yeah, like but anyway, I know the Tuesday and Wednesday, well, I'm not sure about Tuesday, but Wednesday definitely was like a all right, I'm I'm barring myself from streaming because I haven't even started editing like the underrated Hololive songs or Hollow Pro songs stream at all. So I was like, all right, I'm barring myself until I at least start it. And yeah, I did. I've gotten 2 of the batches of 4 out of the way. I was making a thumbnail. Yeah, I was that guy because my friend is like, actually I think he's literally taking graphic design in college right now. So like I was asking him like, oh, what background will work for this, because I just had a thumbnail. Now I'm realizing like I don't really want to do that, but I mean it could be useful for later. But I I literally post on my Twitter DMs because they have a Twitter account. Not to be that guy, but can you check your Discord? Yeah, still haven't responded because it was weird because they're like, oh, because I get notified when they post. So I was like, oh, they posted, and then I looked and then they didn't. It's like, okay, that's weird. I mean, unless it was like a reply that just like, it was like, oh, it counts as a post, but it was a reply actually. Like even that, I don't think so. The notification was an hour ago, so yeah, no, it wasn't. I don't know why it notified me about that, unless they made a post and took it down. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of my thing. What's been going on? I mean, I missed the whole freaking Collargate nonsense. Well, I didn't miss it. I was posting about it, but on Twitter. But yeah, no, that was that was stupid. That was very dumb. What's crazy is I saw people actually believing it too. Like, I know, was it Kikami? I think that's how you say it. Like, it seems like she posted something about it. It's like, come on, man. Like, even if like you care about like animal cruelty and stuff like that, like at least wait a bit, man. Like, before you post something. Like, that was frustrating. And the thing that sucks too is that I only knew about it because I saw it way later, because I think she only deleted like the first bit or whatever of the post, because she still kept in the poster like, well, if it is true, well, screw him. It's like, all right, I mean, I feel like that the whole thing doesn't need to be up at that point, but whatever. Yeah, that was annoying. Because yeah, it's very clearly politically motivated. Now Kikami is Austrian, I believe. Yes, she is Austrian. Which I think well, at least Vienna has like pretty like socialist type, at least housing. I'm not sure how everything else about it is, but yeah, they're living fine probably. So they maybe don't realize the whole culture war nonsense that's going on in America. It's very fair. But still, like, come on, man. Like, you gotta at least look at your sources, man. And like, who is saying that? Well, then I think like actual sources then picked up on it. It's like, it's so stupid. Like, why are they listening to those people? It's very clearly like a politically motivated slander campaign, man. God. I hate like the freaking like drama sites or whatever, like drama channels, and then like, yeah, those sites they'll just post a bunch of nonsense that just should not even get the amount of attention it deserves. I mean, like, they try to do that with one person getting upset at Karane playing Hogwarts Legacy. Like, these people will just try and turn anything, right? Like, anything into, like, drama or something, right? It's so stupid. Like, I will always believe that drama slop tubers contribute nothing positive to society other than just to stir up drama, which is not helpful to society. And like, yeah, I think it's true that, you know, most stuff, because it seems like also there's a thing now in the VTuber community where the smallest like communication like grievance or whatever is now getting like a full-on like Google Doc or something, and it's like solve this stuff privately, man. Why do you have to make it public? Like, actually act like adults, dude, and freaking handle it off stream or something. Like, it's so stupid. Like, the more this is happening, the more I'm realizing that the Point Crow and Small Ant thing is probably very more, like, very much a rare case compared, like than I initially thought. It's much rarer than the content creation sphere. I mean, because, like, yeah, people are just gonna be like, oh, this is content. I can make content out of this and just get a bunch of views. It's like, that's probably the main thing. And it's very annoying. So, like, yeah, that's also why. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know as far as clips go. I don't think there is much. There's the like Madtown again. Which I think as far as who's in HoloPro that's doing, it's Robru, Axel, and Aki who's in this one. I think Anya was actually in one, which was like kind of surprised about. I was like, huh. Didn't expect that. It makes sense though, like the ID girls are definitely more in line of collabing outside. If you talk about like the female branch, yeah, ID for sure. Because Kyla, even I think like a stream or two ago, was collabing people outside of Hololive. I mean, because like, yeah, also there's 9 of them, so like pretty much any other Indonesian VTuber, right? They're gonna be outside of Holo. Like that's just how it's gonna work. But I think all of them can speak English, so that too. Any English speaking Indonesian speaking like outside. So yeah. Well, Kyla is playing Phasmo, which I was surprised about. I guess also she apparently played Phasmo like after HN left, which I didn't realize. Maybe she didn't stream it though, I don't know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why for the longest time she didn't want to do it, because her last time playing Phasmo was with HN. So she was kind of, you know, feeling like there was a more sentimental feeling towards it. So yeah. Yeah, I did see another freaking like stupid reasoning for why Live and Stars don't collab with each other. Because someone tried to pull the whole, oh yeah, no, they aren't interested in collabing with each other. Which, like, I don't think that's true. I still think, like, the 2 biggest reasons is introvertness from most of them. And then I think what also plays off of that is the second thing. But, like, I think Subaru more is, like, solely in this category, because obviously she's not an introvert. And if she is, I'd be shocked. But, like, yeah, like, they don't want to deal with the backlash they receive from collabing with them. Right. Like, I think it's in one of those 2 camps. or like both. I think often with the first one of being super introverted. Yeah, even like Subaru is like feeling that way, you know. Like I think it is a lot stronger of a hurdle than maybe I was thinking. Even like Subaru had a problem with it, because yeah, I did see the there was a clip of Subaru literally pointing out like the first time Robru did the like spanking stream on New Year's. Like Subaru like was directing towards it. I don't know if she showed the calendar, because I know in the clip they showed the calendar of like who was all streaming. So like I don't know if that was like on Subaru's thing, but like she literally made reference to Robru's stream. So yeah, and apparently also like way back it seems like Subaru did collab with dudes. So because yeah, it always seemed weird to me that like she never did collab with them, because like yeah, I was like, I feel like Subaru would be like the one who cares about like the least. You know. Like yeah, let me think. If I just go by like oldest, there's probably some like way back there, you know, that is there. It's like yeah, this is probably like purge time, you know. Dang, I hope you stream a lot of them pretty early on. Oh yeah, she's streaming Miyamoto. Yeah. Which makes sense, because yeah, Uemama was, I think, friends with Miyamoto before that. So yeah, like she has. I only have seen one instance, but like, it's Subaru. I don't think she would care. You know, like I don't think she'd be radicalized into like, oh, I can't stream with dudes. Right? So yeah, it seems like it was probably that. But that was also like listed as a number 2, so like yeah, maybe like the first stream got taken down. But there's at least one I can see with Miyamoto they did, right? So like yeah. And again, like I feel like if they've done it before, like they're not gonna be radicalized into not, you know, being against them like later, right? That's just stupid. That's ridiculous, you know. But yeah, I think that Miyamoto stream is probably the only one I'm gonna see. But like yeah, like she doesn't care, you know, as I would expect from Subaru. Yeah. Didn't Kira also want to like collab with them or something? Or like collab, I think it was collab with like a male. I didn't even realize it was sub to Subaru. So like collab with like a male. She wanted to collab with a male at some point. I know Kiara did. I don't remember what it was for, but I think like also something fell through with it, which is why she didn't go through with it. But yeah, ugh. But yeah, I think the whole idea of them being like, oh, they're not interested in Club Me with the Stars is very stupid. Like, I just don't think that's true. Like, I think if you're looking for a list of like who's collab with a dude or be fine with it, like you'd actually be better off looking for people who haven't. Which like I feel like these people don't realize. I think normal people will realize it, but like, or maybe like they were like, huh, I didn't realize this, you know, like normal fans, but they're not gonna like think anything of it, right? It's like if I just go through the list, right? So literally all of, hang on, I got this back up, but literally all of Gen 0 through Gen 2, except Miko. Right, this has gamers mixed in, but everyone from Gen 0 through Gen 2 except Miko is a yes. Even Mel, even Aqua, because she was technically in like V Psycho, right, which would have had other male creators. Like obviously she didn't interact with them, but like the fact that she was just in a tournament with other males, like I think she wouldn't have cared. So like, yeah, like just that. I think maybe the main thing that it comes from is just like gamers in Gen 3, is they're some of the more popular gens, and they don't do that. Like, I think Pekora said no, but I feel like that's more her being an introvert. Like, I feel like her introvertness is contributing to that. She's like, I don't want to deal with this. You know, I know Maureen. It's very interesting because I think from what I've heard, she's fine with like the Gachikoi play, right? But she doesn't like the unicorn play. Like, she puts her foot down on that and stops that. Which is a very interesting thing, because I feel like with that kind of stuff, right? Like, like they kind of go hand in hand. So it just seems kind of odd to me. Like, I feel like you either be fine with both or be against both. I know I said all of Gen 1. I think Hachima also, I'm not sure about. But Hachima also just, I think, streams by herself more often as well. Same with Luna. Luna's another one of that. I don't know about Luna though, because she was technically in, this is forbidden knowledge, but she was a part of Niji at first. I mean, she hated it there. I think she left pretty quickly afterwards, but she was at Niji. So I don't know, like, I think she wouldn't care. Like, she's very much an I'm gonna do it my own way type thing. Like, I feel like she's actually kind of similar to Suisei in that case of like, I'm doing it my own way. Right? And if you have a problem with it, that's your problem. That's very much how Luna works. So like, I don't think Luna would care one way or the other. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, also, if I could just run through the Gen 0 through Gen 2 stuff anyone needs it. I mean, Sora's literally gone on Rio's call-in stream. She's been in, like, official, like, company stuff with... I think it was when Stars EN was debuting, right? With Axel being there. Aki's obviously literally in Madtown, and I think she literally collabs with dudes, like, once a week. You know? Roboco also actually did a similar thing with Aki, too. Like, Roboco still does it, like, pretty currently as well. Again, Hachima, I'm not sure. I didn't look back far enough. Fubuki, literally, like, she had pairing names with some of the stars. And has been in Aruran's and Oga's 3D lives, so... Same with Matsuri, actually. Right? Were they both there? For Aruran's? Because it was Ao, Fubuki... Who was the last one? Was it Matsuri was the last one? No, I think it was Roboru. Roboru was the last one for that one, but Matsuri was in Oga's anyway. And also, like, yeah, Matsuri has been in Roboru's, like, bar chatting streams. Like, I mean, Matsuri is, like, well accounted for. Matsuri is one of the ones who... Probably one of the more well-known ones that collabs with the dudes. She's collabed with Stell, she's collabed with Roboru, she's collabed with Aruran. I think she has collabed with Oga, but I might be wrong on that. I might just be confusing her with the ID girls, but yeah, Matsuri is well accounted for. Ayame was at a Rust like server that had, like, I think she even had an interaction with Estelle in that Rust server. So yeah, Joko was in V Psycho with and a team with Roboco and Estelle. So also, yeah, doesn't care. As I saw with Subaru, got it. Oh, okay, switch music. Never mind. Thought, like, it's not playing. Subaru, as I saw before, was literally on a stream of Maimoto. And sounded like she has expressed interest in collabing with them before. It's just her audience would be a burden, from what I've heard. Azuki was in the Countdown Live. She collabed with Rika. Sora, Azuki, and Rika did a collab together, so I don't see why that would be a problem. You know, Mio is one that I feel like is a no, but that's more of just like, she's not a fan of male and female interactions. She's one of those. Like, I don't think she's outright said that she wouldn't. Like, she's like the one that's probably most implied that's a no that isn't fully actually like 100% a no. Thing is also, in the point I want to bring up is Miko's a no, but she still treats the dudes like normal. You know, like normal people. That's a thing. If you see her countdown live reactions, or I think in one of her Soul Calibur streams, one of the dudes from Niji, like they used, and yeah, I mean, it's not like she freaking lost it or anything, like she reacted pretty normally to it. Okakoro, I don't think there's been anything of the sort. But like, I feel like they too wouldn't care, honestly. I mean, yeah, it would be a lot. Like, that's the thing. A lot of these is like with the audience they have so far. Like, yeah, it would be a big. It would definitely be a big thing, right? Yeah, Suisa is obviously yes. She was literally in Rio's like 3D live. And like yeah, she even like collabs with other like male VTubers not in Hollow. So yeah, Suisa is a definite yes as well. Pekora is a no, just from what I've heard. I actually haven't seen a clip of it, but I've heard that she's a no. And as I said before, I think it's just due to her introvertness. And then yeah, the rest of Gen 3, I don't know. I don't think they've done any interactions, but again, interesting to know with Marine is that from what I've heard, the unicorn type sentiment, she stops it immediately, but the Gachikoi stuff she keeps going, so I don't know. Kanata's also a no, I believe. That's just with the whole idol thing. But again, I'm pretty sure she treats dudes just normally, you know? It's just the whole idol thing, which is why. Platsume, I don't think she's had any, but like, I don't know. She's one that I think just hasn't, you know, there's just been nothing stated on the matter. Toa obviously is a yes. I will say, I think the Toa, like the controversy Toa got in early on with just like the dude in the back of her stream or something like that was actually kind of a blessing for her, because it allowed her early on to just like kind of be able to collab with dudes. Like, because obviously the freaking crazies in her audience was already like gone, right? The unicorns. So yeah, there's that. Polka also is a yes. Botan's a yes. Nene I feel like would actually work well, but she actually gets like, she said like she doesn't do well with harsh language, or like more harsh language. So like I don't know, because I feel like Nene would actually work fine. I think she'd be kind of similar to Matsuri in a way, of just like when she would collab with dude, but yeah, I don't know. Lammy I feel like is the most, definitely the least likely of Gen 5. Well, I mean, the fact that two of them have literally done it, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, Lammy's also one that like very much is into the idol bit as well. I feel like the more likely, like the more they're into the idol bit, the more likely they are to not do it, right? Which is like, that's my whole thing on it, and it seems like Lammy is definitely one of those that does it. Again, like I don't want to shame them or anything that they don't want to, right? This is more of a point of like how many of them are actually okay with it rather than not, you know? Like, it's not really meant to shine a spotlight on the ones who didn't. It's more to point out, like, hey, most of them are actually okay with it. You know, in this, like, giant agency. Lapis is a yes. Kori collabs outside a lot, but I think she only collabs with females. But I think Koyori is also just more girly. So, like, she's probably going to get along with girls much more often. Iroha is very introverted. I know that because she was literally like, oh, these people have been acting nice to me. And my goal is to have more friends. And it's like, I don't think you would have those as goals if you weren't super introverted. And also, like, yeah, she's very camera shy. Like, just from how she acts in 3D as well, I feel like, yeah, she's at the very least shy. Like, if she's not an introvert, she is very shy. So I feel like that could be Iroha's big thing. Louis, I just don't think would care. And Louis also seems like one, from what I've heard, like one of the most real like members when talking to her fans. Where are they? Louis Tomos? Something like that. I know it's like a pretty common like ending. It's Louis something. I think it is Louis Tomos, but yeah. I just don't think Louis would care. Like, she's one that if she hasn't done it, like, I feel like she'd be the most likely to do it, right? Actually, yeah, no, she has, because she's done covers with people. Because she actually did a cover with Holostars. And then it was normal with, I think, a Niji EN creator. So yeah, no, Louis has literally done it. Obviously, ID all of them. I think other than maybe Muna, but like other than that. And again, like obviously the stigma's not there, so I wouldn't see why that wouldn't work out. But yeah, I think Muna is probably the least, does the least among all of them. I think Rene is also up there, but yeah, I think it's those two. Everyone else, obviously. Oh, and Kyla, actually. I don't think Kyla's done it. I think it's those three, which is funny because they're all in a separate gen. So if you wanted the one in each gen, it's those three. Like, yeah, I don't think they would care. That's the thing. Ian, Callie doesn't. Crony doesn't because Holo Assault. Bay doesn't. She literally had a whole dynamic Roboru. Ina was a part of a hologram with Shien, which was an ad for a collaboration, I think in a mobile game. And also, yeah, I don't think Ina would care. She's just more introverted. Ame, I don't think would. Yeah, she was with the Hall Assault. She was like a replacement. So yeah, Ame is a yes. I mean, she's not there anymore. She's affiliate, so technically. And again, I think Kiara tried to set up like a collab with, I don't think it was a Holostar, but it was like a male creator, I think. And she wanted to set up something with them, but something about it fell through. I can't remember. But Advent Shore is obviously yes. I don't think Biba would care. I'm gonna be honest. Like I think with the EN one, they don't care, right? Like this whole like idol stuff, I don't think is ingrained in the West. So like I don't think EN's gonna care even if they haven't done it. Like I think the focus is more on JP, and even then, again, you'd be surprised at how many of the JP people are completely okay with it, right? From the whole narrative that people are trying to paint. But Narissa literally liked a post of someone being like, hey, you should support Holostars. That doesn't sound like someone who doesn't care about Holostars. I don't know about you. Or doesn't care to like support them or interact with them. I don't know. It definitely says more of they want to support them and collab with them more than they wouldn't, you know? Fuamoko's the only one I think would be maybe. And that's because, yeah, I think they are ingrained in the idol culture. With my previous thing with Lammy, of just like, I think the more they act like that, like, yeah, the less likely they are going to interact with dudes. But like, I mean, yeah, it's like whatever. Liz, obviously, yes. Again, I don't think the rest of Justice would care. Raura might be, like, if I would have to choose the least likely, it would probably be Raura. But like, I don't think anyone would care. Like, honestly. I'm pretty sure Raura drew Zen's design. Like, she is Zen's mother, technically. Or at least her PL is. And like, yeah, obviously Zen is, I believe, interacting with dudes a bunch. So like, I don't know why Raura would have a problem with it, you know? And then if you go to device, I feel like it's not fair to Flowglow because they haven't been around that long. But yeah, everybody in Regloss except Kanade has interacted with dudes, including Ao. Ao and Ririko are actually in the same server, and Ao even had like a dynamic with Auron, and Ririka also is a part of the pizza family with Auron as well. Yeah, I think there's other males there, but Auron's definitely the most The most notable one. Raiden literally does the like scary stories of Oga, and I think it's the same guy from Niji that I brought up with Miko, and I can't remember his name, but I think it's that guy. So yeah, also Raiden doesn't care. And then yeah, Hajime was in the Cyberpunk cover that Rio made that had Rio and Haka in it. So yeah, I feel like you'd be kind of surprised at how little like they care, or like the whole idea that like they're not interested in supporting. Like I think it's just they're introverts. Yeah, that's the main thing. So yeah, because yeah, again, I think if you look at most of these, they wouldn't care. Yeah. And like, yeah, obviously gonna gravitate towards their same gender, right? That just makes sense. Like, I'm not saying like, you know, they have to collab with dudes all the time. I'm just saying like, you know, it makes sense that they're girls and they want to collab with girls. Like that makes sense. But like, also I feel like just being like, oh, you know, they absolutely 0% chance want to collab with dudes at any moment is also stupid. Like, that's also a stupid mindset in its own right as well. Because yeah, I think Gen 3 and then like most of Gen 4 is like where you're gonna have an issue. But like, again, like Gen 0 through gamers except Hachima and gamers, aside Fubuki, but she's Gen 1. Like, all of them have done it. Oh, and Miko, sorry. I forgot my point. Like, yeah, that's still like most of them. And then you scroll on to Hollow X and like Lapis, or like Gen 5 and Hollow X. And I don't think they would care, you know? So I just think the whole like, oh, they aren't interested in interacting with the dudes is very stupid. And like, yeah, I'm sure that's not a thing that Grain has got much traction because yes, it is stupid, right? Yeah, that was just really something I wanted to say. I'm pretty sure 2 of them in Flow Glow are former idols, so I guess we'll see if they collab at all. I think it's Riona and Vivi that are former idols, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I guess you would see how that goes, but yeah, I mean, also like with how much of a gremlin Kanade is, like I feel like she would collab with dude at some point. Like I really don't think that'd be a problem. She might have the same issue of like Nene, right? Where like I feel like they would actually like if they collab with a dude, they would kill it, right? It'd be great. But like they're probably just worried about them speaking, I guess, harsher. Or like more blunt, I guess. Yeah, I think that's how it was. Like they didn't like how blunt men speak. Well, I say they, but Nene. I mean, Estelle's Oshi is Nene, right? At least at one point. Yeah. Like, just looking at it, it's just like, yeah, no. It really isn't as big of a problem as people think it is, or like, yeah, the girls are just completely like, I don't want to do this. Like, there's a reason Gen 0 through Gen 2, most of them, like, have experience or, like, have collab with dudes. Right? Because I think it's more of a, there's just been more members type thing, more than they don't want to collab with dudes kind of thing, right? And then, like, yeah, I think the Gachikoi culture kind of, or like those really paired social dudes just spread because they purposely split up stars and live. Whereas I think like, yeah, if they were like combined in here, right, and they just didn't make them completely independent for some reason, which I still don't get. It's probably something to do with the idol thing, but still, like, I will say with how much I like speak about idol culture negatively, like I don't hate it. It's just there's a very glaring negative about it that I feel like needs to be addressed, especially with Yago. Like he wants to make VTubing, and like he wants to make this worldwide, right? And it's like, okay, this glaring negative is not gonna work if you keep it around, you know? You gotta do something about it. You can't just keep it, right? You can't just have like a, oh, you can't talk about like partners or whatever type clause in their contract kind of thing, right? That's gonna be seen as weird, you know? I feel like you're gonna lose some people on that, right? So like that's my main thing. Like, dude, I listen to like I literally made a stream of underrated Hololive music, and like I watched the Holostars concert, and it was great. Like, I like it for the most part. It's just, again, there's a glaring negative that needs to be addressed with it, which is that it's like the whole like unicorn gachikoi train of thought that's just not healthy or helpful. And I want to help address that, because I think if you got rid of that part of it and honestly just kept the rest of it, it would be fine. I mean, maybe there would be another glaring problem with it that we'd find out later, but I think that's honestly the main issue. So like, yeah, and I just point out a huge negative, but like for the most part, I do like it, right? Obviously, I don't hate like Kanata or like Mio or like Miko for being like, oh yeah, no, I don't. Well, Mio didn't even say it, but like, you know, Agora for saying like, oh, I don't want to club the dudes, right? Because that's also their choice. That's their creative choice. Like when I make these points, it's more of like I like cover the company should be doing stuff about this, not the individual talents. And like it almost seems like that's how they want to run it. Which, like, I feel like financially speaking, that's just not gonna make sense. Like, in the long run, it's not gonna help them. I talked about this, I think, literally like 5 streams ago. Oh, 4 streams ago. That shows how little I've streamed recently. But, like, I feel like just separating them has given, especially stars, so many extra problems. Right, because like if they were merged, the whole gachikoi like unicorn attitude I think just wouldn't exist, right? I mean, I'm not sure how Vispo is, but like they also literally have fests, right? What I saw in that one freaking Roboru clip with Asumi where they're having Day at the Aquarium and GTA RP, but like, yeah, they even have fests at this point, which is also like another thing. It's like, are they really an idol agency? Like, what at this point separates them from being an idol agency other than they do concerts more often? Like, seriously, that's like the only difference at this point. And even then, I feel like you can't be like, oh, we're an idol agency because we do concerts more often. Like, what is that, dude? Like, yeah, freaking like Vispo is doing like idol type stuff. I feel like at this point, like, if you want to make it a worldwide thing, either you just ditch the idol culture stuff like completely and just revert back to being like, oh, we're a VTuber agency, or yeah, you have to drop the freaking negative gachikoi part of it. You be a trailblazer in that and get rid of that. If you want to make this a worldwide thing, which I know like Yago has tweeted about that, and I think talking about it several times, you know, like just like, you know, sprinkle in a Holostar, like Hololive, you know, like in like, you know, across their different brands if you still want to separate them. Like that's the thing I don't get is like, it seems like they almost want to keep them like completely separate, right? And like they're like, oh yeah, that's how we do a male and girl group, but it's like, no, you do a male and girl group by just labeling them like you did, right? With like Hololive is the girl branch, Holostars is the guy branch. You did it, good job. You still make them synonymous with each other, man. Like, you're missing out a bunch of money here because you're just like leaving the guys off in the wayside, you know? And it really feels like they're waiting for like another like 2020 to hit them, and it's like that's not gonna happen because a worldwide pandemic happened. That's not gonna happen again in our lifetimes, I don't think. You know? Like, that's one of the reasons why they blew up, I think, as big as they did. It was because, yeah, it was during 2020 when, like, I think still even, like, the most amount of people were watching, like, Twitch and YouTube and, like, yeah, just content creation stuff in general, because no one had anything else to do, you know, because they were forced to be inside, right? So, like, that was one of the big things. I think also that was the reason why Myth, like, blew up like massively as they did in the start too. I mean, also not really having many alternatives at the start also helped. Because I think that's also why a bunch of like older clips have way more views than newer ones. It's just because obviously the VTubing space has gotten a lot bigger, so people will find like the VTuber that fits them, right? That they like. That could be like an indie, could be of another company. Right, that's just not just Hollow, because even the ones basically that are Hololive that blow up at this point get like 300,000. When like if you go back to like older clips, like there's some that have like 1 million, right, or almost 1 million. So yeah, I think that's the main thing. It's just there's so many people to watch now, right? So they just go watch someone else, which is completely fair. Yeah. I don't know how big the Laplas stuff did. I know the animation got like 500,000. Yeah. I will say they always blame like Okayu's like XP trap, but like I don't know if that really was the start of it. I'm gonna be honest. For like Laplas's whole arc this year, I don't think that was the main reason of it. I mean, because for one thing, Laplas wasn't even there. So, like, I don't think you can really blame, like, that moment of Azuki using Okayu's XP trap as the catalyst for it. Where, like, a lot of people... Because I guess they're just like, okay, well, what's a starting moment that, like, is kind of close to it? But it's like... No, I think this was just gonna always happen, even if Okayu didn't make that, you know? Laplas is always gonna be this freaky, because, again, as I stated, Laplas wasn't there at the initial, like, Azuki, like, XP trap thing. I think Nico was there, and had, like a masochistic reaction, but... Yeah, I don't think that was the issue. Or, like, the catalyst by any means. Yeah, I just wanted to like kind of go through that because I saw that and it's like I saw it, I was like no. Like when I saw that yeah. Hey, did I talk about Narissa just like messaging everybody? I do think though Louis' response was my favorite. Which is, Narissa, calm down. I think that was my favorite one probably. I guess I could see if there's any other ones that have happened since, but yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, no. I do like Watame's. How many grams of Watame do you want? Okay, someone also made a fan of Aki. Oh, is this a reference to our Madtown? I didn't even realize that, dude. Well, I probably did, like, subconsciously, but, like, now I'm actually, like, looking at it again. I'm like, yeah, no, I think this is literally her Madtown outfit, aside from, like, the beanie. Yeah, they even brought up Madtown, so... Yeah, so it was a reference to that. Um, I mean, yeah, I will say Aki is weirdly good at doing like cult leader like dialogue. It's so weird. Like I would not expect that. You know, like I'm also in like the camp now of like seeing Aki being like, yeah, no, she's not say so, right? Like I'm not at that point, right? But I will say she's weirdly good at doing like cold stuff, because like also in like a Minecraft RP, I think it was actually like a similar thing that Ruse did. It was like the same thing. But it was like a few years ago. Like, I think Estelle played a music disc, and Aki just went on this freaking like cult leader like dialogue, just randomly, and was like, "Why is she so good at this?" I'm so confused. It's like it's something I just feel like you wouldn't expect, and it's like, oh, okay. I think my favorite part about that Minecraft one though is I was like, all right, I've had enough of it. This is weird. Okay, it's so odd, dude. It's also so surprising. I mean, I think there is like an Aki clipper, but like they don't actually get that many views, which is weird because I feel like Aki, like, she would just be so popular in the West, and like her stuff just gets nothing. I don't know if she just really needs like a really popular clip to see, for people to see who she is, but yeah, no. I think Aki's up there for me. Of just being like, it hits so close to like Western kind of thing, you know? Not to say that I don't like the JP Sullivan. Honestly, I prefer a lot of the JP members to Ian and ID in my opinion, but yeah, it's like, I mean, yeah, I was even saying like my two Oshis were like Iroha, like Sora. I think the ones also who just like don't care, you know? Like they just kind of just bulldoze through taboos and whatever. I really like them. Cause like, yeah, also Sora was literally asked to wait and she just answered it. It's like, heck yeah, dude. Just full answer. Like everyone else is like, oh, I want to hide it and stuff like that. And then Sora just freaking bouldered right through. It's so good. Just like that video of the person making their weight. And like, yeah, that obviously made it be like more of a fun thing. Yeah. I will say though, they're all like very light. I mean, they are a lot shorter like than me. So like maybe they are okay, but they're like 100 pounds. And I'm like, that's so light, dude. But I mean, yeah, I guess like as long as they're still healthy, that's fine. And also, I'm not an expert in that kind of stuff because I was trying to look into that stuff and it looked like there was a bunch of contradictory stuff, and I'm just like, all right, you know, I'm done. You know, this isn't as important. Yeah. I do like how two of Floglo, I think, actually like accidentally revealed their weight. Sue and Vivi both did that. Well, Vivi pulled an Aqua was what happened, and then Sue was trying to be smart, but was kind of dumb. I feel like that is Sue. Like that's a lot of the clips I see of Sue. Oh, and her being treated like a child. That's like most of them. I think Riona and Sue though are probably my two favorite of Floglo. I mean, it probably helps with the Riona part of just like actually what like the reason why she's like 100k less than all the rest of Floglo, because it's so stupid. Like, it's the fact that one, it was a fake controversy. Second, the controversy that she may have called an indie game boring, right? And the developer also put an AI, by the way. Like, it's so stupid. I don't know if I had the third point because it sounded like I kept going, so maybe I had a third point, but like, God, it's so stupid. That Rihanna is so much lower because of that. Like, that's so dumb. Like, who cares, dude? Like, the freaking person who made the indie game would be freaking stupid to get rid of that. God. Like, yeah, that's another reason though I also talk about like the star stuff a lot more, is because I actually think like Hollow would be in a better spot and they'd be reaching more of their potential if they actually collabed and threw them in with each other. Like, you kind of can't bank on introverts collabing with each other, right? It's kind of hard to do that. Right? Like, it's very hard. So yeah, like, it just doesn't make any sense to just completely treat them like separately. And like I've said many times, so like when they have their own Twitter, like people are like, oh, congrats and stuff. I was just like, why, man? Doesn't make any sense. Like, seriously, like, also, why, when you're running a company, would you just purposely isolate your employees? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, yeah, if you want to isolate them because they're like specialists in like a certain job or something like that, that makes sense. But like, they're doing the same thing. It's just their gender is different. Like, that's not gonna pay out for you in the long run, you know? Like, if you want to invest in long run in the future, and like I think they've looked like a decade into the future, which I think is a good thing, right? You need to look into the future more if you want a long, successful business. But like, I feel like it's a huge oversight on them to just not have stars and live interact and company-wide stuff like at all. I mean, I think stuff like the New Year's stuff was like organized by like, it's organized by Toa. I mean, I was one of the like the ones who'd be like chillest about it. I mean, yeah, I'm sure like some of the girls themselves wouldn't, but they also can opt out. Like, some of them I don't think were in the, like, I think Narissa wasn't in the New Year's one this past year. So like, yeah, they can opt out. I think also, I don't know if like Cover is like worried about like they don't know on like who's okay and who isn't. But literally all you have to do is just shoot every member a question on if they're okay about like interacting on camera with a Hololive or Holostar member, yes or no. That's all you need to do. And then just like, yeah, have somewhere where that's just compiled. So then, yeah, when you have company-wide stuff, you can just port them together. And again, like, I think most of them would say like yes. I feel like it'd be a very small amount that say no. Yeah. Yeah, that's really why I talk about it a lot. I mean, because like it just seems like they just have a weird prejudice to them too, and like, yeah, I think part of that is because they're separated. If they were together, there wouldn't be this huge like prejudice towards them that like seems to just like spark up like that's anywhere but like YouTube. It's so weird because like literally like they would remove any reference to Idol Showdown and Reddit, I heard, just because it made references to the Holostars, which like that's ridiculous, dude. That's so stupid. Like, it's why I say it, because I've also heard that like Caillou's interested in putting in Holostars for Holocure. The Holocure is gonna go from the like the 9th most liked game to just freaking like 80% positive reviews. Like, it's going to get review bombed. I think as soon as the announcement would come out that Hollow Stars is getting added, right? You'll get freaking burnt to the ground at that point. Yeah, because it's 99. That's crazy, dude. 99. I mean, it is the 9th most positive reviewed game, but like that is still crazy. That has 99%. Yeah. They say when they make the review? Oh yeah, they do. Like, yeah, this is even from like people that yeah, who aren't like a fan or anything. Like, they're also like, yeah, no, this is really good. Like, it is crazy. Dang, this came out in 2023? Why did I think it was a 2022 game? God dang. Dang, so a lot of those updates also come out really quick. Because, yeah, it only started out with Myth and Council, I think. And then later it had... They added Gen 0 and Gamers, I think. And then Gen 1, Gen 2. Which, Mel was still there. Yeah, so they must have... He must have turned these around very quickly. If Mel was still there. I kind of want to see if there's a way I can look at like past updates or oh yeah, view update history. So I do want to see that. I assume update 0.7 is yeah, that's Gamers and oh wait, no, this is the past one. Yeah, no, this is Gen 3 and Gen 5. Why does it go to... Okay, well that's not what I wanted then. Because it goes from August 2023 to November 2024. That's not... What? That doesn't make any sense. What do you mean all past history? That's not the past history. Alright, whatever, man. Yeah. It's literally gonna go from 99% positively reviewed to 80% if they add Hollow Stars. I'm calling it. People are weirdos. That's another thing too, is like, I feel like people are gonna see the negatively reviewed stuff in the Steam reviews and also be like, these people are weird. Which also is not gonna help their case, I feel like. God, the VTubing like sphere is such bad PR towards it. Having like the drama sphere of like a bunch of weird right-wingers. So like, yeah, people look at it from that angle and then like, you know. Oh, you know, there was another thing of like a GG fan being like, oh yeah, no, they'll never be your fan or something like that. It was a right-wing GG fan. And then being like, oh yeah, no, she'll never want to be with you. Which it's like, alright, projection, my guy. But like, I think the reason why GG has so many right-wing fans is because she's very similar to like a lot of indie VTubers, like in like vibe, right? As far as vibe goes, she's very similar. But like, yeah, I don't think she makes like crazy like edgy jokes compared to like say like the FaZe, like Pippa, right? Like they'll just make right-wing edgy jokes. But like, I don't think GG really does. Like, she's chaotic. Like, she has like the same chaotic energy, but she doesn't joke about that stuff, or her jokes don't go into that territory. Which also probably why I actually like GG a lot more than a lot of the other ones. Because I will say, I watched like the Onigiri like try not to laugh thing. I think there was only like 1 or 2 that wasn't a Hololive clip that I actually was like kind of smiling at. All the rest of them weren't funny, dude. Like, God. Like, yeah, like, I don't want to be one who brings down the rest of it. It's just like, man, those jokes just aren't funny. Haha, let me be edgy. Sick, dude. Like, I feel like I've just grown out of edgy jokes, man. You know, maybe it's just like, I don't know. It's just not funny, man. Like, yeah, I think that's why Hollow I actually enjoy. Is because, yeah, they're not edgy jokes, right? They'll do jokes and stuff, but, like, yeah, it's not about, like, edgy stuff. I mean, yeah, maybe it was just a bad, like, sample, right? But, yeah. Unfortunate. Ugh. Yeah. I remember what I was talking about. I do that a lot. I forget stuff easily. I just go like, what am I doing? And like that's kind of it, you know. I'm losing my mind. Yeah. I will have to get back to editing those videos again. Yeah, they're in groups of 4, which is like nice because I can just like cut out a bit of a chunk. I'm doing something very similar. I have to cut out like my pauses because I realized that I breathe. Like I can hear my breathing a lot after like I finished talking, and it was very weird. And also I mumble a lot. Like I didn't feel like I did, but for some reason on the mic it seems like it just doesn't pick it up that well. So like it sounds like I'm mumbling, but like I feel like I'm not. So yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I guess I am like all the way back here, but like even if it was the underrated like song, that was like right up to the mic, so I don't know, man. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know if it's like with the noise suppression then or what, but it's very odd. Yeah, that's something I also realized is like, huh. Because yeah, the first one I threw in a few edits, but then like by like the second time I was like, I don't really want to. So yeah. Yeah, I have 9 of those, I think. Yeah, I have 9 because it was 36. It does suck though. That was literally October 1st. And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna listen to Club Blue Fire. And then 2 days later, she left. Like, well, all right. That sucks. Yeah. It is so weird though, like, because it feels like it really hasn't like set in, and it's probably because like, yeah, there was really no closure. It just happened. Like that day, it was like, yep, she's done. I was like, oh, okay. That kind of came out of nowhere. So like, yeah, there was no ending stream, no like short like video of like why they're leaving. She's gone. It's like, oh, okay. Well, all right. That sucks. Yeah, I think Vesper and Magni were very similar in that way. Where yeah, I think their terminations or like graduations. I guess they were graduations because they still show up on the alumni page. Like, I don't think they were terminations. I think they were just graduations, but yeah. It's still so weird, just like, I just will never understand them being completely separate. Especially just with how barren, like, Stars is. Like, you could have put them together, man. Like, bro, they made these so massive because there's not that many of them. Like, how massive these squares are. Like, why to compare them with the original one? Or with all, like, look how tiny these squares are compared to these. They're freaking massive. Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, there's freaking 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. There's 22 of them. And then, like, yeah, the music I feel like is even more depressing because it's like 5 pages, I think. Oh, it's 7. But even still, like, man. It's just like, it's so barren, I feel like, you know, that's my issue. Like, you really couldn't have just put these together? How small this is? Yeah. You got Risu in there. Is that song actually listened live then? I know the Rika Kali song is, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think this one. I think it's also in live, or maybe they had 2. But yeah, it'd definitely be, I think, towards back half of this. There's 52 pages. Okay. I just gotta get through all the ASCII. Yeah. Yeah. Aki had 2 songs like before. That's crazy. Like, Aki has like 2 songs over like most people had 1. Because I feel like Aki has like not that many now. It's crazy that like one point she was actually like top 5 and like as far as who had the most singles. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Kali Rika songs there. I might have already missed it, honestly. Yeah, there's another Aki one. I realize early on she was like that. She's kind of going crazy. Yeah, this is on there. Okay. So I assume the other one is if this is the exact same song. Yeah, I just will never understand the whole, like, we gotta keep them completely separate thing. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. Because I think the Hololive Production actually has, like, their own thing, which is also just like, why? Like, you know, it's so weird. Like, I think if I go to like Hololive Production, it also has it. Yeah, it also has its freaking own thing. Like, and yeah, it has this. It's also weird because, like, yeah, these 2 are just completely different poses than what they show. Oh yeah, wasn't Ao? I think Ao was actually here first. And then, yeah, she's not there anymore, so they changed her Ririka. Which is also kind of weird, because she's, like, the least sub, too. At least Regloss member. So I'm just gonna have to use Ririka. Because, like, yeah, Kali makes sense, because she is literally, like, the most sub 2 EN member. And, like, of the first gen. Like, Risu is... Like, I feel like Muna would probably make more sense, but... I mean, yeah, Risu's the very first ID member, so it makes sense. Let's say, like, Sora's there, but... Ririka being there is interesting. I mean, yeah, like, I guess unless maybe they just went by debut order, because there's also Altair, and then there's Miyabi, which I'm not sure if he was first. Hang on, I was gonna do this, but let me check. Well, I can just do this, actually. Stars Gen 1. Was he first? It was first. So then, yeah, I assume then Ririka. It's probably just by debut order, actually. No, because we kind of okay. I don't know, man. I mean, maybe yeah, because Ririka's the least sub to, like, we can get rid of the boost. I don't know. Yeah, I just don't. I just don't get why these are separate. Because I think also in this, there's no mention of Hollow Stars either. In the card game. It's also just live. That's it. I mean, like, I feel like it kind of had to be. I mean, yeah, because this also just redirects to either Hololive or cover. Well, I guess it's not Hololive itself. This is production. It goes back here, I think. Oh, card list. That's probably what it. I'm gonna look at. Okay, I thought it'd be each individual card, but maybe not. I just don't get it. I assume this has Hollow Stars in it, right? Like, there's some crossover here, because I think didn't Armus like Gerard have a game? I think he did, but it also doesn't look like. Oh no, Gerard Run is there. So yeah, so Hollow Stars is here. It's funny that they like dropped the live part and like yeah, it was just Hollow Indie, but. It's just so weird. I just don't get it, dude. Like, I feel like they just started off the whole, like, idol thing, and it's just gonna screw them over in the end. I don't know. Like, this also literally just says all the live girls, which, like, yeah, if you want to, like, advertise it, I guess makes sense, but, like, these guys kind of get screwed over. Right, if we're talking about the wealth disparity, the sub disparity, you know, I think it's disparity. I can't speak. You know, the sub gap of Hololive production. It is insane. I talked about it on the other stream, but like, yeah, it's insane how you can have a 4 million sub channel under your brand, and then also ones that haven't even hit 100,000. Like, at some point, the blame's gotta go on you, right? Like, you know, it's just so weird. I mean, I would assume the news. Well, I think this. Oh, it has both of them. But yeah, this is more like merch stuff, I think. More likely. I mean, like, that's the thing too. Like, they also structure it kind of like this too, which, like, yeah, you would think it would be more synonymous with each other, but it's not. Like, oh yeah, 80 million subs across all channels. Yeah, Stars ain't contributed most of that. I think they contribute like 5 million of that. That's so funny, because yeah, I think Guro probably was in this. I want to Wayback Machine this, actually. Hang on. Because Guro was probably mentioned in this. Actually, yeah, because it says of April. So yeah, it seems like they updated once Guro left. That's so funny. I want to see the initial wording of it. Yeah, like go like April 16th. Right. Yeah, because I don't think she left by then, or even made the announcement. Or maybe this was like when she first made it, right? I don't think so, no, because I think it was like around here. Didn't she leave at the very end of April? And she only gave like a week. And then also didn't stream, I think, on like 3 of those days. I was like, all right. Like, I just want to see how this labeled it. Yep, it did. Oh, they didn't update that until 2024. That's funny. But yeah, that's really funny. Yeah, so now English is listed last. That's really funny. Yeah, yep, it had Gura, and then, well, she's not there anymore, so we gotta change it. Actually, I'm curious if these changed. Yeah, no, it doesn't seem... Oh, no, actually it did. Because, yeah, they moved this picture up. They had to move it up because Callie was the most sub to now. So they added Ina. Is Ina the most sub to of EN after Callie? I mean, I guess so, right? Yeah, because I guess a myth. Yeah, because Ame isn't there. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, Ina's technically the most sub to EN member after Callie at this point. That seems crazy. Yeah, that's really funny. That they basically had to move this picture up to here, and then had to have Ina in there now. Because yeah, I think they've had to use like their most sub 2 probably. Yeah, because I think, well, I think, did Ali pass Muna? Oh no, oh yeah, no, Muna is still slightly higher, that's right. See, that's if Kobo leaves, they just throw Muna up there. Although this is not in order, because, I mean, Suisei and Pecora, I think, are, like, 3rd and 4th, but... Oh, is Fubuki 5th? I don't think so. Oh, she is. Well, she's not 5th, Kobo is, but... Yeah, she is next. Yeah, they actually have Kurane over Miko. I actually don't know who'd be a bigger name, Kurane or Miko. Like, if you were to ask random people. Because Kurane was, like, the big one for a lot of people, but so was Miko. They were both, like, the big ones for the boom in the West. As far as, like, big clips that went viral. It's kind of like both of them. And then, like, Matsuri, the Band-Aid story. For some people as well. I was also thinking of, like, the 3 big ones. Well, and Freedom Lady, but that was part of Miko. Yeah. Like, I feel like when you have, like, just an image like this, right? Because actually, yeah, they didn't even bring up Hollow Stars at all, either. Like, there's not a single mention of Hollow Stars in here, other than the freaking, like, top bit here. And they don't even tell you what the Hollow Stars is. This is what I mean, man. Like, I understand the appeal of, like, showing your most popular, like, figures, right? And, like, you know, showing your big ones, but, like, you know, you need to raise your floor, too. And your floor is really close to rock bottom, you know? I mean, not even 100,000 subs is crazy. Well, I guess, yeah, they have, like, the Armis debut here. But, like, I think that's it. That's all that's listed there. Oh, and yeah, I guess that. They'll have, like, a Hollister's JP and a Hollister's EN thing, and that's it. But yeah. That's their only mention. That's it. I still feel like, though, it'd be cool, like, just ignoring the whole, like, oh, they're separate groups thing. Like, even just having a concert of just Live and Stars would be cool in itself. Right? Like, I feel like they teased that with the countdown in 2022 and 2023 and then did nothing with it. Like that sucked. They really just teased everybody with that, huh? They were just like, hey, look, they're gonna like interact more maybe, and then they didn't. Like they just stopped doing it. And it's like, all right, in 1 year, and then it's like, all right, now you go to your separate room. That like very few people watch. It's like, all right, that's not gonna help them. What's gonna help them is if they actually, you know, sing with the girls. Because I'm sure that like Stars got a huge boost in popularity from the freaking collabs, you know, that were on the countdown, and I guess, well, they just didn't care or something. I don't know, man. It's like literally the collab in that countdown, I feel like is what they should do, right? If they want to keep growing and like keep going for a while, and they just don't do it, and I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. Because, like, I think the main thing of them not being comfortable, and it's kind of going back to the beginning, it's just like, they're all introverts, man. That's why they're not comfortable with each other. Because, you know, it's how you interact with anybody, like any random stranger as an introvert. It's just like, of course I'm not going to be comfortable with this person. I don't know them. It's like, if also, like, Cover's worried about that, like, it's just they're all introverts. Put them together. Like, and have them interact a bit. Like, bruh, even, you could literally make like videos of them doing icebreakers with each other, and it'd be like, I feel like a really cool video. You know, just like something. I don't know, man. It just, I feel like actively hurting their maximum potential, right? Or like hurting themselves from reaching their maximum potential by just not having them interact in company-wide stuff at all. And also kind of just kicking it away side, because again, yeah, they just had the Armis debut and then the, I think, what was it? Second act. So I assume this is like their second concert or something? Like, yeah, it's so weird. I mean, because, yeah, even like the full-scale concerts of Pecora, we say. I mean, because, yeah, I don't think... Have Stars even had like a full-on, like, other than the countdown? Like, I don't think they've had like a massive kind of stage. I haven't seen like their fest stuff. Because again, like they get freaking thrown in the Neverland, but like, yeah, I don't even know if they've had like those giant stages. It's like, all right. And like, I feel like it kind of also screwed over boys too, because like that's what they want to do, is they want to perform on the big stage, and you're also just not letting them when you very clearly could. I mean, look at this, dude. I don't have my mouse capturing. Hang on. I mean, like, look at the freaking Pecora stage, like, and you're just not letting them do it for some reason. Like, okay. I mean, there's probably like a free... I assume it's just on the Hollow Stars page, right? If I were to just go there, I would assume so. Of course, I don't get the freaking channel. Why do I get English before? Oh, I think it's because it's in kanji. That's why. I'm ready to go live, right? That's Everglow. Yeah. Shouldn't be that surprising. I mean, like, surely you link the main channel, right? Nope, you just link Tempest and Armis. Alright, well. Actually, you know what? This will check if I... Alright, I'm subtitled. Good. Like, really? You don't link it to the Japanese side of it at all? What? Oh, I think it's because I was searching this. That's why it didn't work. Yeah. Jesus. God dang it. I never realized it freaking went through clips in there. God dang it. Yeah, live. I just want to see the, like, the scale of it. I mean, yeah, because there's the Stars countdown live. Aren't they with the fest? Huh. Am I dumb? I just not see it, or did they just not do it or something? That seems very weird to me. I mean, yeah, because this is when they were, I think, look around the expo and stuff. Oh, they literally had like Holostars' manager with HN Nautica. I mean, that might have been another thing too, is that HN also was like, and obviously Nautica too, like, obviously we're talking about, or like they interact with them a lot too, and now that that's not there either, makes it a little harder. Like, yeah, it doesn't seem like Holloway has anything. I've scrolled like a lot and I haven't seen it. I've just seen the, like the countdowns. Although I will say they do very well, apparently. Like that seems, you know, pretty good, all things considered. Like these view counts. I mean, I'm sure lives are freaking insane, but even still, I mean, like if you look at the rest of these, like, and see this, like that's pretty good. Like I'm gonna mute it. Okay, this is the start of it. It's Armis talking. There's a countdown. There's a song going. I mean, like, yeah, the stage is pretty decently big. And actually, I might get claimed for this, but that's fine. Like this, you know, if it's not that bad. Oh, and they did have overlap on the star side. I mean, they're not gonna do it on the live side, apparently, but they're on the star side. That's neat. Like Kobo and Iofi's there. That's neat. Oh, and Bay and Ollie, I think that was. Yeah. Okay, so I think they just moved it to the star side. Very cool. Why, dude? Why? Because, yeah, I think they weren't still doing it. They just moved it. That sucks. It makes way more sense to put it on the live side. Because that just helps stars. Why would you move it on the stars side of it? I don't know, man. I mean, I guess there's a lot of live members, but that's still so weird. Why would you do that? Unless it was like just the only crossover with like those two. Yeah, because this is, unless they took a break from it, but yeah, I think those were the only two that were crossovers. But still, like, I feel like you should put the crossovers on live, because it definitely shines more of a spotlight on them. It's so weird. Why would you put it on the stars side? God. And yeah, I don't even think they had a 2024-2025 countdown either. You know, also screwed them over in that part too. Yeah, they didn't have that. They had 2023-2024, and then actually, let me go back to that because it did link the. I don't think it showed up because I feel like I would have been made aware of it if it did happen, right? Where they, yeah, it did do that. I mean, yeah, like it is probably just because there's so many of them, right? And like stars, like there's, like, they're at a number that you still could do it, but like, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just kind of like sneaking in like one, you know? Especially when you don't give the stars one at all. I feel like that's also not very fair. To just like completely like ignore the stars in that case. That was Bibidiba. That kind of sucks. Wait, who did help again? Was it just ID? Oh no, it was Bay, Kobo, and who's the other one? Polka. Okay. I'm still leaning back, so I was like, I don't know. I'm not moving forward. Isn't what an amazing song? Those are not the two I would expect he would be doing that. There's II, which, yeah, I think Iris is a part of this. Okayu. Oh, yeah, Kobo sang it, so that makes sense. Like, yeah, that's just, I feel like that's so weird. Why did they not give Stars one? That's so weird. Like, they're like screwing them over more and more. Like this, what is this one? Like 4.2 million is a lot, but like I feel like this is still a hefty amount, right? If I were to go to like, let me see, like I'm going to open a lot of tabs here. I'm gonna go like VSPO or something. I mean, like, I feel like it's probably a very similar amount. I mean, like, cause yeah, apparently they have like a fest coming up. Oh, this is 1.4 million for like day 2. I assume this is their first fest. I mean, that would make sense if it's their first one, right? Well, I can't even tell if they're a fest or if they're gaming. Well, I think they're an idol if it's their. So that one's probably idol. So 2.2. But like, okay, yeah, VSPO actually does pretty well. And maybe they should interact with VSPO more. It's weird when you think about how little like they actually interact with VSPO. Like when you think about it, like I think Stars interacts with VSPO more than Live does. And it's like, yeah, VSPO is literally an all-girl group, so like you think it would be perfect, but yeah, no, doesn't seem like it. They interact with Niji, who actually like has dudes in there as well. Well, I mean, also, yeah, they had a, you know, history of doing it before. Oh, yeah. That is still so weird, though. I think didn't give Stars a countdown stream. I didn't even notice that when they did it. God. Like, them doing stuff like this is why Stars isn't growing. That's the thing, man. If you keep doing stuff like that, they're not gonna grow. Like, that's why it makes no sense, like, oh, they're doing worse, let's not give them anything. Like, no, you need to still do stuff so then they grow. Or, you know, you don't even need to use advertising dollars. Again, just like sprinkle them into some like Hololive stuff, you know? Like, yeah, I get it. Like, there's 60 of them, right? And live. So you want to showcase all of them. I feel like that's fair. But, like, you also have 20 other employees over here that are, I feel like, need the help a lot. Just sprinkle them in, you know? Especially someone like Robrew. Bro, just drop Robrew in anything. And it'll be fine, dude. Dude, if there's anything I've learned for Robrew clips, that man can handle anything, right? He can talk to anyone. He probably could have been able to talk to Aqua, you know? He could probably hold a conversation with Pecora. I mean, like, come on. Bro is a master orator. Like, that's all I gotta say. Well, I don't know if orator is the right word, but master talker. Like, it's crazy. I think I saw one of his streams, like, and it was just him talking and went for like 5 hours. I mean, it's crazy, dude. By himself, just talking for 5 hours, because he's actually like the one JP Hollister sub 2. Hang on, where is he? He's in here somewhere. There he is. Like, it's gonna be hard to tell because his thumbnails are interesting. I think it was this one. Yeah, he streamed for 5 hours just talking to himself. Crazy. I mean, maybe he was doing something with that too, but I mean, yeah, that's nuts. That he spent 5 hours just yapping. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, he's really good friends with Emma, it seems. There's a lot of streams he's done, like, with Emma that aren't Holo GTA. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Okay, he does the same thumbnail, so I assume these are just talking streams. I did not realize actually how, like, how short these were. Yeah, they're only like an hour, hour and a half. Especially when man can yap for 5 hours by himself. You know, I would definitely think, okay, that thumbnail scheme is funny. Just for each one, you just add one more. That's like some Game Grumps level, like, thumbnail editing, thumbnail making. Like, yeah, the fact that bro can yap for 5 hours by himself is crazy. There's a 3-hour one. There's a 6-hour one. Bro can yap, dude. It's crazy. He can yap. Like, just throw a Roboru in it, you know? There's a reason why he's the most sub too. He's so good at what he does, dude. And like, yeah, if you're worried about them not clicking, Roboru's gonna click with anybody. That's the thing, man. You got when you got a Roboru, man. You gotta use him. That's the thing, man. And like, even again, you can start small too. You can do the ones who like actively have like worked with them before, right? Like you could do like Pizza Family, like Ririka and Aruran. You could do like Fubuki Matsuri and Oga, right? Like you can do these pairings that have been well known before if you want to start out with that, right? Like you don't have to go like full on like, damn, Kanade's collabing with a dude, like. Although Kanade and Kanade collab would be really funny. Izuru and Kanade. You can like Kanade collab, you know. Yeah, like you can start off slow, or like, yeah, they're the ID girls in it, you know, like Estelle with like the ID girls. Yeah, the pairing with, I mean, Toa a little bit. Yeah, a little bit with Toa. You know, you can do stuff like that. Yeah, that's probably Toa's like closest match, probably. That's not how you describe it, but when she gets along with the most, it's probably Estelle. I think. Yeah. I mean, they did the Monster Hunter collab. Actually, it's probably Selly, but that's more like a sibling thing. And I was also referring to Stars, so that also wouldn't count. Yeah, I think in Stars it would be Estelle, probably. I think if Haka could speak like Japanese, like full-on Japanese, it would probably be Haka. But yeah, I don't think Haka's Japanese is that great, so. I think with most of the EN guys, their Japanese isn't that great. I think it's just like Gerard and Axel, mostly, who actually can speak Japanese. I think, as far as I'm aware. I'm trying to think of anyone else, but I don't think they can. I mean, Haka can speak Spanish. And I mean, Gold Bullet's Puerto Rican, so he might be able to speak Spanish too. I mean, probably. I think Puerto Rico does speak Spanish, and Bad Bunny is Puerto Rican. So, I think it's a very high likelihood, unless, like, Gold Bullet was just born in Puerto Rico. I also like this thumbnail. It's just really funny to me for some reason. Yeah. Or yeah, just throw Aki in there with any of them too. Aki would be fine. Roboco probably also, you know, they would not care. Okay, just again, start small. Like, I think that's why so many of the girls in Hall Life have become friends with each other, is that, well, it start off with like one relationship, right? And then they get recommended by one of the other girls to another girl, and then, you know, it's like a chain reaction, essentially, right? So like, yeah, if you, like, that's another thing also, like, if you want to keep them independent, Like, even just sprinkle them in, like, you just Salt Bay them in, right? Like a Holostar into a Hololive thing, right? Like, they're gonna talk to each other. They're gonna become like friends with each other, you know? Like that's just how that's gonna work. So also, like, yeah, they would, then that would start a chain reaction of them actually interacting with each other more. That's kind of another thing. So, like, yeah, there's also that. Yeah. I just still don't get the complete, like, we're gonna make them completely separate from each other. I still don't get it. Because, like, yeah, they're different companies, makes sense. But they're under the same company, so, like, I feel like in the long run, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, you're wasting your potential here. Like, the upper limits of your potential, because you're not helping out Holostars, like, as well. Because you're just like, well, we're just gonna isolate them. It's like, well, that's not gonna help you. Like, I don't know, man. Like, It was Robert's birthday soon, because yeah, that's scheduled for the 27th. Isn't this Madtown event? I think it's 2 weeks, right? So they're like halfway through it. I think the last one was a month. Yeah, I think this second one is 2 weeks. Yeah, like Aki, Axel, and Robert are the only ones in it. It's really funny that Axel's and then yeah, Robert is the one that gets clipped more. Like, I don't think I've seen the Axel clip in GTA RP. Maybe it exists, but I just haven't seen it. I will say though, the one with Estelle and Robaru, it was at the start of one of them, I think in 2023. It was the one Anya was in. Which is the only reason I'm like, oh, Anya was in one. But essentially Estelle was dumb and just fell to his death, you know, a casual like 20 stories, you know, probably even more, just a casual like 50 stories he fell. And then Robaru was playing medic, got there with someone else, I'm not sure who it was, but basically Robaru got out of the helicopter and was like, all right, I can heal you here, or at the hospital. And then as he's saying that, an NPC car just slams into the helicopter. Yeah, I might just play at this point, because it's so good, dude. Still, Robaru, GTA. It's probably there. Yeah. Dude, this clip is so funny. Honestly, I probably don't even need the front, but it's like it's so good. I don't think I need to worry about copyright with this because it's a stream, but it's so funny. Actually, I'll see how it looks with subtitles if this also gets blocked. I think it should be fine though. Yeah. Actually, I'll probably turn this up actually, because yeah. So yeah, he's gonna fall like a casual like 50 stories. It's fine. Yeah, the first minute nothing really happens because it's it's mostly like Rover trying to find. Yeah, well, I think she was the one driving, so it's Robaru and her searching. So like half the clip is kind of. ロベちゃんの声した。ロベちゃんまた救急隊か今回。ヘリいます。います。あ、ここにいます。なんか中間にいます。中間に。中間に。同期で笑った。中間に。ありがとうございます。同期でクソ笑った。君の名はごっこしてたら死にました。一応ここで蘇生と病院蘇生できるけど。大丈夫ですか。大丈夫ですか。大丈夫ですか。やばいですよ。やばいことになってます。やばいことになってますよ。とんでもないか。はい。
番診断やな。
It's so good, dude. I'm not listening to the audio, but I've listened to it enough times that I have it like kind of
ここで
memorized.
もいい入れたちゃん。
ここでもいいよ。もうととんでもないこと起きてる。
Yeah, it's really funny too, because someone put in the comments like you can hear whining in the background.
だよもう今の。俺
It was like driving the
どうす
helicopter.
ることもできないってああいうこと言うの。
そうね。何も手も足も出ないだね、完全に。
何もできなかったもん。
But yeah, dude, that clip is so good. It's so funny. Yeah, this is 2022. Oh no, it was actually 2024. Dang, I didn't join one that late. Dang, I definitely thought it was 2023. But yeah, it's so good, dude. It's just so funny. Yeah, I guess it was after Hollow GTA. I've been like, oh, we're talking about good GTA clips. Yeah, this definitely happened a lot more recently. Unless it was a re-upload. Doesn't seem like it. Nene Maru apparently was who the driver was. So, yeah. Honestly, it's a good thing that A had her listed, because I would not have known otherwise. Yeah, that clip is so good. It's so funny. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, like I talked about on that stream before, and I guess I kind of like went over all of them, but like I need water. Like the decision to have stars and live like essentially just completely independent of each other, I think it's just screwed over stars way more than Cover probably has realized. Like it screwed him over on so many levels. Okay, yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, I was gonna say it was a short stream because I was planning on only going an hour. But I went 2 hours. That kind of just went on yapping. Yeah. I'll see you Sunday for probably a game or something. Yeah, I just had it on my mind and I was all like, I don't want to miss another stream again, like be gone for over a week, so I did that. Yeah. It's also really cool though. Oh, I gotta turn something on. Sorry. It's also really cool when people are like, "Oh, it'd be really cool if stars and live collab each other," and then just a bunch of the freaking like weirdest like stars haters just come out of the woodworks and just, you know, just completely trash it for no reason. Yeah. It just always bugs me. Like I just don't see the vision, man. This is one of these moments where I'm like, no, I'm not letting you cook on this, dude. You're cooking yourself by doing this. Yeah. I mean, it's also possible that a lot of the stars like how low-key they are, right? Because I'm sure they also get away with a lot of stuff that, say, like some of the JP girls or EN girls even wouldn't be able to say. Like even that, like I don't know. I feel like also though, if you're in Hollow and just looking at it, you're like, man, like obviously their viewer numbers are fine, but even as me, who'd be someone who like doesn't really care about those stats as much, like just seeing like such a huge difference, I would be like, man, you know, and just like, all right. I'd be like, yeah, Hawkeye right now is like 800. Like that's still very good, you know. Like people would be like, oh, all the rest of them have like several thousand, but like, I mean, 800 viewers, you can still like live on that, you know. And like Hawkeye's chat is still pretty active, just from like a quick preview. It's moving pretty quickly. I mean, I say pretty quickly, but like fairly quickly. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna end it, so I probably should. Or just sit here and just rant for another like 30 minutes. I mean, like, yeah. Like, I do think, and I think it's me being a streamer that's helped me on that, and like seeing us, those just like smaller streamers, but like, yeah, even just having like 100 streamers, 100 viewers, like, I think there is a world where that's not enough, but I think in most cases that is enough to be able to like, you know, kind of do it at least somewhat full-time, right? I'm not sure about all the way, but like for sure at least like, you know, part-time or like, or more full-time, I guess. But yeah. No, I didn't even realize Liz is streaming. Actually, that's another thing on HoloList. I don't even think Liz is listed on there for Twitch followers. Yeah. Yeah, Liz, is Justice even on here? I didn't even pay attention to that, but is Justice on here? Because Narissa's there for Twitch. I would assume so, right? That'd be a huge oversight, I feel like, if Justice isn't. But yeah, no, Justice is. I don't know why they don't have Liz's Twitch on there then, because it's probably one of the higher ones. I just realized that. I was like, yeah, wait, she literally streams like RP on her Twitch. Like, let me look at it right now if it recommends it again. Like, yeah, she has 1.2 thousand right now. Like, if I were to look at it on its own, oh, this is the finale apparently. Yeah, it's 38.9 thousand, which would be 18th. Which actually isn't as high as I thought it would, but I think she only does RP on this, so I mean that's also. Oh no, she did Valorant. She does Valorant on Twitch, but yeah, it's either the RP or Valorant, it seems like. I mean, yeah, she should be on there. I guess they, I mean, how live is this freaking Discord server? It must not be. Well, there's 360 online. It's just funny seeing the Holloway end. Well, I mean, kind of sad, but Holloway end is just retirement. Yeah, I don't think they've. Did they come up with anything for Holloway end? God, here I'm going again, going for another 30 minutes. Like, did they come up with anything? I mean, yeah, because it was kind of like Nauticus channel. Yeah, they haven't done anything in 2 weeks, so I don't know if like they're planning on doing anything with it, or if it's just gonna be like, yep, that's it. It's crazy though, still, that Nodoka's last freaking holograph, she just gets freaking demolished. Because it's CC's debut. Yeah, I was surprised that they didn't give an ending for her like they did with HN. But yeah, I guess HN is definitely more... She is probably more popular than Nodoka. Right? Because HN was there since the very beginning, like even at the boom, like Nodoka wasn't there. Because it sounds like she joined around like Council Hollow X time, so... I mean, like, yeah, I think Hollow still would have had a pretty massive audience then, but... That was probably the time when people were starting to find other VTubers, probably. Right. Obviously, I think initial boom, most of them were Hololive, right? But... I mean, that's also probably why their sub counts are massive as well. Just because of that, too. Like, it makes you wonder if it wasn't like Corona or Miko, right? But if it was like another company, right? How that would have looked, you know, like Vispo or something. I think Vispo actually was around at that point. I think they started in like 2018, 2019. Yeah. I still will just not see the vision of just completely like isolating stars in live. I just will never get it. I feel like it's always weird also seeing the new poses they have on for the like 3D. Because New Orleans would just look so out of place. Like Koyori's. I mean, I kind of used to them getting a little more used to it, but Koyori's is just like... I don't know, it just has like a recent feel. It's just like, yeah, that... It looks out of place. It is funny though how like, yeah, there are just gonna be some poses that like are synonymous with the person, and it's probably because of Holocure, honestly. Because I think they just took the pose on the website that like they were making at the time, like the update came out. Which is funny because yeah, Marian's already changed hers. I think Pecora did too. Yeah, Pecora did change hers as well. So yeah. Anyway, guys should get out. It's actually 2 hours now. Yeah, you already saw the thing, so I'll see you Sunday or something. Goodbye.